Welcome to RM Viaging. My name is Reggie Maddox, and you are on the Revitalize Hope webpage, here to inspire you and give you hope. Today, I want to talk to you about a movie, but most of all, I want to talk to you about one of the morals I picked up from this movie. Now, War for the Planet of the Apes is one of my all-time favorite movies. But one of the most interesting characters in the movie was the main character, Caesar. When you look through the trilogy, you watch him go from this young ape learning English, learning sign language. If you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert. So just in case, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. But you watch him grow from a young ape, learning the ways of humans, learning to interact, and eventually, going off to become a leader. And the whole time he was peaceful. He wanted peace with the humans, but he wanted the best for the other apes that were with him, that he was leading them. And as they started to grow and started to learn, he started to deal with the challenges of, certain groups around him having certain mentalities. And one of the apes by the name of Koba could not get over his hatred for what was done to him in the past by humans. So Koba went so far as to one point was trying to kill Caesar in order to lead a revolution against the humans. They ended up getting in a fight, and one of the things that Caesar preached was ape does not kill ape, but Caesar ended up killing Koba. In the most recent movie, Caesar's face, as he's continued to grow as a leader, there's more wars coming up. They're still trying to kill the apes, and his family ends up getting killed. So we see Caesar coming from a person who was loving and kind, still being loving and kind, to finally becoming an ape that was now feeling that same hatred that Koba was feeling. But he did have two friends, Rocket and Maurice, who was sort of his balance, like trying to keep him in. Like I said, spoilers. I'm glad I told y'all in the beginning. But the one thing that I really want to talk about from this movie was the fact that our environment sometimes can really play a lot in our life. It can really affect how we think, how we act, what we do. And one of the other things that can really have an impact on us is when we suffer a loss or we suffer something that causes a dramatic change in our personal life. And these things can lead to us changing our beliefs, our emotional way of thinking can change, the way we love, the way we treat people, all of that can change. There was a young girl in the last movie, War for the Planets, that they found when Caesar, Rocket, and Maurice went into the house. They killed her father because he tried to kill them. And Caesar, the same ape who was about love, was like, leave her. We can't take her with us, leave her. He was on one mission. He wanted to kill this colonel that killed his family. But he was in a position of leadership. His hatred didn't allow him to think about all of the apes that respected him and looked up to him and how they needed him to help them survive. And I think sometimes in life we face that same challenge, maybe not to the extent of that character in the movie, but as a father who's trying to take care of his wife and his kids, as a mother who's trying to take care of her husband and her kids, or a single parent who's trying to take care of your kids. There's a lot of things that can change who you are. But who you are is one of the most important things in the world that you need to hold on to. A lot of times as we get older in life, we can go through so much that we can forget the simple things like laughing and smiling and something so simple as walking, going for a walk, and just actually looking around and enjoying and feeling the breeze and just feeling good about being out or being alive. So as you go through life, you are going to be hurt. You are going to face some dramatic experiences in your life. There are going to be things that's going to make you feel like, wow, I just been betrayed by my friends, by my family. So you have to find a way to remember who you are. You have to find a way to hold on to the good things inside of you, the goodness in you. You don't want to let hatred and anger consume you. You don't want to do that, because when that consumes you, it really does take you away from everything else that's good and wonderful about you. If you want to see a good example in reality of how hate and anger can really change a person, look at some married couples that have went through divorce or are going through a divorce. Even though the husband and wife are so angry at each other, the people who pay the most for that anger are the children, because the parents are so determined that they're going to get each other. And one person has to have this, the other person's trying to hold on to that. And there's such a struggle, to make the other person pay for the pain and hurt that each person is feeling, that they are blinded with anger and hatred, that they don't see that the children are the ones suffering. And it's the same situation as Caesar. You got two people who are leading a household, but you got kids in the household. The kids are looking up to the parents for the leadership. But the anger and hatred between the parents is now causing pain on the children. And some parents will actually go so far as to pour that hatred into the child against the other parent. And you don't want to do that. You want your child to grow up and know love. We want men, women as adults to live life and be able to love. You don't want to live a life consumed with hatred and anger, because you'll never be happy. You cannot let other people control your joy. You cannot let other people take away who you are. Because when people take away the important parts of you that make you, because if you're a person that smiles a lot and people compliment you like, wow, I'm so glad I see you. I love the fact that you smile because it makes me want to smile. When people say that and you hear that, that's a part of you that you need to hold on to. But you need to be able to keep that genuine part of you and not just throwing on a fake smile because you know people expect you to smile. You have to hold on to that part of you. If you're a type of person that loves to see people laugh and make people laugh, hold on to that. If you're a caring person, a nurturing person, you like volunteering, hold on to that. Because that's what makes you special, and that's your special gift to the world. You never know whose life you're touching by what you're doing. But when you let anger and hatred consume you, giving you away, that's the most valuable thing you have. Not money, not fame, not fortune, not your car, not your house. You. The person you are on the inside. You have to remember who you are and don't lose who you are. Because when you lose who you are and you lose yourself, you start feeling resentment for everybody. You start to want to isolate yourself. You don't want to be dealing with anybody. Hold on to who you are. Hold on to the qualities that make you you. You know what your good qualities are. If you're a loyal friend, if you like volunteering, if you like helping others, if you like just smiling and seeing other people smile, hold on to who you are. Don't become consumed by anger and hatred. Don't let it control your life. And if you are a husband and wife, don't let it take away what your kids need from you, which is a mentor, a mother and a father, leadership and guidance. But they need that in love. So even if you are about to go your separate ways or looking to split up, do it as peaceful as possible, as reasonable as possible. And remember, the kids need both of you. So don't try to hurt the other one. Even though you don't love each other as you once did, at least remain cordial and professional and courteous to each other. Because your children are seeing that, and you don't want your kids to take that into their relationships as they get older. So whatever you do in life, hold on to you. I know it's hard. I know sometimes life is going to be tough. I know some crazy things are going to be thrown at you. But don't forget who you are. Don't forget that good person, that loving person, that kind person that's inside of you. Hey, I'm Reggie Matters from Revitalize, and I hope I revitalize some hope in you. And please make sure you revitalize hope in yourself and someone else. See you next time.
Listen to the birds awakening the day. I love the rising of the sun and glow of its rays. Yeah, with a smile on my face, I'm floating on a cloud to win this race. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love, calm and gentle from above. No, no, no. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I know some days you may feel blue, Lord. Trust in your greatness to see you through. Don't look back, it's not the end. Give life your best and I know you can win. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. You should know that, as a friend I'm here for you.